everybody, it's Doreen, and I'm back today with a birthday card. But you don't necessarily have to make this as a birthday card. It can be any type of card. And this is actually for a little boy that will be turning 4 years old. And in this card there is some paper piecing. So if you're not a fan of paper piecing, you might not like this, making this card. But it's actually rather large pieces, so you don't have to do too many of the small intricate pieces. So what does our card look like? This is a Snapdragon snippet card, and as you recall, I've said before that I really like putting together the Snapdragon snippet cards that they have at the Silhouette store. So this is what it looks like. It is in the shape of a fire truck, and you can move the ladder as well. So come on and join me, and I'm going to show you how I made this card. Okay everybody, so we'll bring up the supplies and we'll get started making our card. So this is going to be some paper piecing. So if you're not a paper piecing fan, then you're not going to want to make this card, but you can still watch me. I always thought that I didn't like paper piecing either, but it seems that lately I've been making a lot of cards that require paper piecing. So here's the base of our card. So the next thing we want to do is lay on our next layer, and the next layer is going to be this layer right here, and it's going to go like this. So we're going to get out the ATG gun and get some tape on here, and then we'll get this layer on top of our card. And I put a new thing of tape in my ATG gun, and I'm not used to the way this one comes out, so I kind of am getting it on there when I want to tape something crooked, I guess, until I get used to using it. So this piece is just going to go right on top of here, and you want to kind of line this up and try to get on there straight as you can. I got a little crooked there, but that's alright. So next we want to start layering our other pieces. So the next piece we're going to lay down is this piece right here, and this is going to go on top of here so that you have your little windows right there. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay my pieces down for right now until I get all of them on there, and then I'll start taping everything down. So we have the top of our wheel, or the bottom of the wheel, and then this piece fits on top of here like so, and then we'll add our next piece. But before we add that, we need to add this, because that's going to go there. Then we'll put this piece on top, and then we'll lay our next piece. I cut that out. Now I got to see if I can find it, because I know I cut it out. Okay. Alright, I gotta find the other piece, and I'll do that and I'll come back. Okay everybody, so I found my wheel here, and I've already attached it to the bigger wheel. And what I'm going to do, or what I've done, is I've also gone ahead and popped this up using some foam tape. So we're going to go ahead and put our next layer here down. But before we do that, let's just add our little piece up here, and that's going to act like the siren. So I'm just going to take my two-way zig pen and get some glue on here, and I'm going to add this to the top piece here. And I'm going to use my tweezers so I can get it lined up exactly where I want it. And then I'm just going to press down on that. So now we've got that added, and we can go ahead and place our top piece on here. And what we'll also need to do is place our little piece here that's going to hold the ladder. We kind of want to tuck that right there. In other words, right where I have the red arrow is where their piece should be placed using the small hole that is on the base of the card. The card should have been folded the other way. Then you can add your Brat and then place this piece. So that it's basically touching that. So I'm just going to get some tape on this piece, and I think I'm going to use the Tombow for this rather than using my ATG gun. And I actually did end up pulling that piece up because I didn't like the way that looked. It was just a little bit too crooked for me. So we can now add this piece. And we'll line it up and press that down. And we might as well go ahead and add our wheels. So we're going to place one wheel over here. And we'll get some tape on here. And I'm once again just going to use the Tombow for this. So actually this is a really simple card to put together. Even though, as I said, there is some paper piecing involved. And it's very easy to lay out on your mat to cut out, so I'm not going to go over how to cut that out. The pieces are all grouped together, and you just need to ungroup and start laying it out on your mat the way you want your colors to be for each piece. So we've got our wheels on there, and then we'll go ahead and add our ladder piece. We're just going to go right there. And I'm trying to decide if I'm going to pop the ladder up. Probably not. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the two-way for this. And I'm just going to get some glue on each one of these little ladder runs here. And then we'll just add our ladder to the card. So I'm not going to do anything fancy here on this one because this is for a 4-year-old. So he likes trucks and fire trucks, so I thought this was the perfect card to make for him. And I'm going to line that up, and I'm going to pull this closer to me just a little bit because I want to see if I can get this on here even. You know, I'm not going to measure anything. And then I'm going to press down. So now what we'll do next is we'll start adding our ladder run. So I'm going to put that piece there, and then the next piece we're going to add on is, and I'm going to go ahead and probably use some brads, because when I lay this down like so, I'm going to have that laying there, and we're going to move that so we can line that up. And then you'll take the next piece and put that piece on as well. And we'll add a brad to that one so that he can take it and swing it up and then swing that side up. So I'm going to go ahead, add my brads, and then I'm going to come back with the finished card and the envelope. Okay everybody, so I am back with the finished card, and this is what it looks like. So I went ahead and took some brads and added them there and up here so that if he wants, he can take and swing this back to raise the ladder. And then I went ahead and did a print and cut for my inside sentiment. I just took the base of the card and made a duplicate on my mat, and then I went ahead and then just cut across the center here, and then I did an internal offset so that I could get my greeting to fit within this portion of the card. Now if I get enough requests, I'll show how I did that, but I've done this before where I've done the internal offset and used the base of a card to do my inside sentiment. So that is the card itself. And then for my envelope, I just took a pre-made envelope and I stamped out happy birthday, and I used the Fire Brick Distress ink by Tim Holtz. And then I also went ahead and stamped out 4 balloons because he will be 4 years old. Now this stamp set is from the Cricut Artiste Collection birthday stamp set. So when I purchased the Cricut Artiste cartridge set, this it also came with several stamps. And I don't use my Cricut anymore, so that's all been packed away, but I still use the stamps. So that's it, everybody. This is the birthday card that I've made for my husband's niece's son. So I guess that would be his grand nephew, I think. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.